We find Betty Cheptoek Kaali at her home in the remote Kapchorwa village, Kapchorwa Parish, Kapchorwa Sub-County in Kapchorwa District. She is the National Resistance Movement flagbearer for the Kapchorwa Woman Member of Parliament seat. The jolly 39-year-old politician welcomes us to her home. Cheptoek has been serving as the District Female Councilor representing persons with disabilities. She was born without a disability.
I got disability at the age of 7-month-old baby as a result of polio. That was around 1985 when polio vaccination was not a must. I started primary actually very late at the age of 8 years. Because it was difficult. Schools were very far away, like 12 kilometers.
The firstborn in a family of 6 says due to her condition, going to school was not easy. However, her parents persevered.
My mom would carry me on her back in the morning, and then my dad comes in the evening to take me back home. Sometimes the mother could do it even for the whole week. Then my dad also does it for another week. They carried me for over 20 years on their back until I graduated from the university.
Her parents endured all sorts of ridicule from the community for standing by her.
Whenever I'm on my mother's back or my father's back, they will always tell them words like, "Now why are you struggling with this disabled girl? Who will marry her? At least you struggle with someone who you know that you are going to benefit from at the end of the day. Why don't you just abandon this girl and focus on your other able-bodied children?"
In 2010, when she attained her degree from Jumbe University, she opted not to go back to the village. Rather, she volunteered with the National Union of Persons with Disability, NUDIPU, in Kampala. She progressed in her career until she eventually left NUDIPU in 2021 to start her own organization, Show Abilities Uganda, which champions the cause of PWDs. However, she could not ignore the call to join politics.
While I was working with the civil society, I touched over 3,000 lives. So I felt that it was not any different for me to go back and give to my community as a district, because we all have similar challenges and issues. So the problems of the people is what drove me to going into politics. I felt that I am in a better position to speak for them because of the grace that God has given me and the passion to lead and empower people.
In 2023, she decided to take it a notch higher by joining mainstream elections, intending to contest for the Woman Member of Parliament. On the 31st of July, she won the NRM party primaries after a rerun following nullification of the first results. She shares some of the hurdles she faced, including depleting her savings and the capital from her poultry business.
And traversing through the hills and the terrain of Kapchorwa was not that simple, to be very honest with you. One, as a person with disability, and then two, in terms of resources, because the way the community has been trained, when you're meeting people, you must try as much as possible to even leave some water for them. You need fuel in over 3-4 vehicles.
She was also discriminated against due to her inability to walk unaided.
So while my opponents were focusing on my disability, I was focusing on my manifesto. How would I speak about my agenda?
She recounts some of the issues that marred the elections, prompting a rerun.
So at the tally center, they did not give us the opportunity to tally results and compare with what our agents had brought. So they ended up, my results were leading from 7 p.m. up to 3:30. And when we were left with one sub-county, that is when they now switched off the projector, and then later on, they started changing results. By the time the light came back on, the results had been changed.
In all this, the politician credits her husband, Kaali Chamonges, who fought tooth and nail to see her victory defended.
From the time he married me, he disproved everybody that disability is not any limitation When I told him that I needed to go back and reconnect to the community in 2021, he told me, I will support you.
The proud wife and mother is all smiles when talking about the man with whom she has shared life for the last 15 years. Initially, his family was not happy with the choice to marry a disabled woman. Not many attended their wedding.
Nobody believes that a woman with disability has feelings like any other person. They think that we are sexual. They think that we produce disabled children. They think that when you marry a disabled person, you've brought a curse to the family. So this was not easy for almost 6 years. But my husband stood with me.
Even when he lost his birthright and she lost hope in their reunion, her husband stuck with her.
Other men will go to women with disabilities. They look at us and say, this woman is very beautiful. But they don't say it publicly like he does. They say it in secret. They say it in darkness. They come at night, use this woman, have children. You will get that a woman with disability has produced children with 3 men. For me, that was different.
Cheptoek has a degree, a master's degree, 2 diplomas, and a postgraduate. Her desire is to give back to the community.
I bet you, when I go to Parliament, I'm going to really do things that are going to be different from the rest of the leaders. And my people of Kapchorwa will see a total difference compared to other leaders that have been there before.
I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.